Good day, everybody. And here we are for another episode of the Golden Power Couple. I'm your host, MJ, along with my co host, the lovely Angie.
Hello, welcome back.
So, how are we doing? Hopefully, everybody out there is doing well and enjoying this. And I want to let you know that we are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. That's it. So that's three.
All
That's good enough
right,
for you.
just be careful of that Apple because they're not going to show the videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kind of favor the Spotify and the YouTube because they show MJ actually showing you and performing, demonstrating the videos and the movements.
Plus, you get to look at Angie. So, and her
Oh, okay.
smile, and her smile. So, so that's what you want to hear, or want to see, rather. So we talked about different shoulder stretches. We talked about upper cross syndrome. We want to alleviate those problems. And those for seniors, that is like the rounded back, the hurting the shoulders. We talked about in our last episode, we were at a Costco and they were picking up 10-pound bags of potatoes, and it was difficult for them. And we want to make sure that you can start doing that. We want to get you to go out and play golf. We want you to pick up the grandkids. Uh, what else? Those
It's
type of
it's
things.
a maintaining of your quality of life. Things that you've been doing, things that you need to do, as a nursing term is your ADLs, your activities of daily living. So we want you to continue to be able to function in society and not be depending on others. With that comes your strength and supporting the vital muscles in each movement. Like MJ said, just lifting a bag or your grandkids or just anything, or even reaching up, the whole muscles that you need. Oh, sorry. For that movement again needs to be strengthened. I'm from New York, so it's the talking with the hands all the time. So I apologize if I'm
So, and I'm from the great city of Chicago. So
okay.
that's where they pronounce it in the Midwest, Chicago.
Yeah,
But I've been living in Florida for
yeah. So you don't
300,
miss that
300.
deep dish
Yeah.
Chicago pizza or whatever, yeah,
No,
whatever.
no, I actually, no, actually, cheating here on the nutrition thing, but I miss Angie's empanadas. So, she only brings those out on the holidays.
Holidays, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and right now we're in the depth of summer, which is just brutal. So what we want you to do is be careful again outside. It's hot out there. We live in Florida. It People think, "Oh, well, Florida is sunshine." Yes, it is, and the violent rainstorms too. But, it can get extremely hot. And even if you're right now, if you're in Cream Cheese, Indiana, or Green Grass, Ohio, or
Okay,
someplace like
not
that,
disclosures, that don't sound positive.
it's well
Uh,
over the feel like temperatures during the summers can get over 90 degrees, and it gets hot up there too.
yes, listen to your body.
Yeah.
If it's telling you you're thirsty, then you passed the limit. You should rehydrate before your body says, "Oh, I gotta get something to drink. I'm thirsty. I'm dehydrated." No, you have to keep hydrated, especially with the
Right.
humidity.
So, what we're going to talk about today, though, we're going to move down the body. We're actually going to do some core stretches, and we're going to do some push-ups. We're not going to do
Don't be
because,
scared.
yeah, don't be afraid. You'll
Yeah,
see the push-ups that we're doing.
not
It's not on the floor. Okay, you don't have to get down on the floor.
that's right.
Yeah, as you go, we want you to get down on the floor and do regular push-ups. We want you to feel 25 again. So,
Mhm.
so one of the things that we're going to talk about with these core stretches is for seniors, is that this will help a, a lot of situations. It helps with your coordination. It actually will prevent falls. This is one way to keep your balance with these stretches.
Yeah,
And that's very for everyday independence.
that's
That's what
right.
you need.
That's
So,
right.
that's we wanna, prevent the falls and things. Who knows? You could be in Costco picking up a 10-pound bag of potatoes. I'm just bringing a scenario up here.
So,
All of a sudden, you lose your balance trying to put the thing in the cart and you
yeah.
fall. We don't want that.
Right.
Maintain a good balance. We
That's
want you
right.
to, we're not going to ask you to rejoin the National Football League or Major League Baseball,
Right.
but
Right.
that we can at least get you so that you're feeling pretty good.
Everything within your limits. Again, the old expression, if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you stop these daily movements that you're lifting things or you're bending over to pull on your pants or you're reaching high to get something, be careful, that's above your head from the top shelf. We want you to maintain that strength and that balance. And it's all in this conditioning that
Right.
you have to continue to do. Again, if you feel your heart racing, if you feel nauseous or lightheaded, you have to stop immediately. Always consult your doctor, especially as we progress past these stretches.
Hmm.
We want you to be safe, okay? We don't want you to take a condition that's already there and now you're aggravating it because you've added stress upon the body that you haven't been doing for a while.
And again, we didn't read our disclaimer that we always read. MJ, myself, is a fully accredited national personal trainer with the NASA National Academy of Sports Medicine, and also a corrective exercise specialist with National Academy of Sports Medicine. Angie is and this is the reason why you probably see her always with the warnings, always with the
Yeah, all
warnings.
these 40 years of nursing, and again, I maintain my license safely, and I want to maintain that. Also, I'm a health and wellness coach for close to 30 years. I specialize in aromatherapy and hypnotherapy, and I kind of dabble in nutrition, and that's always seems to be my go-to. As a nurse, I'm not one for medication. I'm more of a naturalist. So I feel food is medicine, but also movement is great too.
And as a trainer, my medicine is a nice big glass of water. So, is what I enjoy the most, especially ice water. So, anyway, so what we're going to do with these
Be
course.
careful of the ice water, that takes some energy to convert it. Warm water sometimes is good. You got to be careful. Just, water in itself is excellent.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We're dealing with feel like temperatures of 190,000 degrees outside, so uh, it's going to be ice water.
All right.
All right. So what we're going to do with these stretches, it's going to be a core stretch, and you're going to feel it from everything north of your breastbone all the way down to your side to basically your hips and hip flexors.
Okay. Okay.
And that stretch will hold it, and that's going to pull things tight. It's going to make things, you're going to feel it, but when you let go, you're going to feel a lot looser. And when you're doing these exercises, obviously consult your doctor first. But when you do these exercises, you're going to feel some relief in possible pain in not only your side, but your back as well. It's going to stretch not only that whole core, but it works on your spinal cord too. And the lumbar, not the lumbar region, which the middle region. Oh, it's escaping me. Which one is?
You're thoracic.
Yes, the
Okay.
thoracic region.
So you have to be careful, or not really careful, but mindful. What MJ is saying is your core areas here. You're talking, we started with neck and shoulders and stuff. We're now going down. Your diaphragm, going to the back, as he said, your thoracic region. Your lungs are encased in that area. So as you, again, focusing on your breathing through these stretches, if it feels like you're pulling something because enclosed in your area is your heart, your lungs, the diaphragm is a nice large muscle. Be careful. You may feel like a tightness, okay? Again, if you feel like you overdid it, which you shouldn't because it's only a stretch, usually with cardiac issues, it's going to be that maybe a GI disturbance or the pain sharpshooting down your left arm. But I just want you to be aware of that. Oh, I got a little bit of tight chest tightness. Again, that could be from the movement that you're now doing in that area with your pecs and the diaphragm and all that stuff,
Right.
right?
Right.
Pectoral muscles. You know.
Right. So, what we're going to do is what's called an overhead side stretch. And what that entails is you're going to raise your hands over your head, interlock your fingers, okay? And interlock those fingers above your head so that you look like a rocket that's about to take off. You can have your feet shoulder width apart.
More like a ballerina. Right?
Or you
That's
could
what
do it,
I
yeah, okay,
imagine.
you could do a ballerina. "Hey, look, I'm a guy. I'm gonna tell it to be gonna look like a rocket." So, especially we're on the opposite side of the Space Coast. So then interlock your left, then lean left as far as you can go. Lean left, and hold that for 10 to 20 seconds. And then you hold that. After you hold that, bring yourself back up to your rocket ballerina missile, uh,
That's right.
look
That's
like a
right.
baseball bat
That
formation.
posture, yes. Breathing. As you lean, you can exhale. As you come back in, you can inhale
Right.
and then let it go nice and slow. Get that nice flow, that rhythmic type movement with each of these stretches.
Then you're gonna go to the right side, and then you're gonna go down, and you're gonna hold it, and then hold it, and hold it for another 10 seconds. If you wanna do this again twice, feel free. If you wanna do it, feel free to do it as much as you want, up to 5. I'm gonna say 5. And you can start doing that, and you're gonna feel that in your the core muscles, the side muscles,
It's a
your
nice stretch.
latissimus dorsi
Mhm.
muscles, your shoulder deltoid muscles, your real deltoid muscles. You're gonna feel it even in your chest and your pectoral minor and major muscles, and you're gonna when you finish these, you're gonna feel loose. You'll feel a lot looser,
Mhm,
right?
mhm. Yes, yes. And also we talked about your diaphragm. The liver's huge for detoxing the body. We spoke a little bit in the last podcast about your immune system and your lymphatic system stored in that area. You're going to have your fatty muscles and I'm sorry, not your fatty muscles, your fatty we're talking about the vitamins, right?
Yeah,
Fat soluble vitamins.
right.
So with the liver and it's working and detoxing, I spoke a little bit on the free radicals, which are the bad guys. You don't want them around.
Mhm.
So your antioxidants, which the blackberries, the blueberries, you're going to have these dark green leafy vegetables again. Uh, you don't want the stress from the environment. Those are in the smoky. Thank goodness in Florida probably in your state too, the indoor smoking, you have the smokers section off. That's all that stress that you're getting from the I'm sorry, the free radicals that are going to be coming into your body, causing the stress and these problems. And it's all chemistry. Remember good old chemistry with the electrolytes and how it's not infusing well with the outer cell. We're not going to get into that. But the main thing is with your body being in this balance and the stretching and you expanding the diaphragm, letting the liver breathe, because this is massaging, these movements are massaging that liver and causing it to do its job. And that's what's helping with the processing of the with your oxidants to go after these free radicals and keep the cancerous and conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure, all that negative cells, that's what's keeping them down with this movement also. So please continue.
I like what you said, free radicals. Free radicals! Stop with these negative insides.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
so anyway, you mentioned antioxidants. I mean, obviously, there's berries. There's pomegranate is a
Mhm.
great way of
Mhm.
having it.
Your
We
nuts, your seeds,
right
yes. Oh, yeah. Of the
vegetables.
earth, the stuff
Right.
of the earth, not these man-made chemicals, because you just adding into that negative stress. That's not good. It's
Mhm,
plant-based and it's natural. It's of the earth, and that's what we need again with the cellular part of our body. Each organ, cellular, molecular, and it has to be healthy cells.
mhm. And we will stress here that almonds, we are hooked on the wasabi soy
That's right. Put a
almonds,
spice on it.
and
Oh yeah.
If you live in Florida or the Southeast, and you know that traditionally, Floridians know this
Oh.
grocery store chain called Publix,
Oh.
and they have BOGOs, and we wait for the BOGOs on those almonds. So
Nah, you do the shopping. I'll go.
yes, I'm the guy, I do the shopping. Yes, I
Yes,
know.
that's right.
So going back to these overhead stretches and things, and this is going to be a pain relief as well for you too. You're going to feel that in your back, in your uh, lumbopelvic hip complex, and that's going to help you with mobility. So the other exercise that we are going to talk about is we want to talk about push-ups. Now, of course, this push-ups is a chest exercise. It's a pectoral major, or minor, without getting too much in there. And you're like, okay, I am not getting down on the floor and doing it. We had said earlier in this podcast, we said
Mhm.
you don't have to get on the floor. Well, wait, MJ, well, how am I going to do this? You know, all I've seen is the guys in the army doing drop and give me 20, you know, or drop and give me 40, or football players and things, and all kinds of people do. No, you can do this on, and if you have again YouTube and Spotify, you're going to see this video. And what you can do is use the railing. We went to the park
Yeah.
and we used a railing,
Outside.
and you're just gonna be shoulder width apart on your arms,
Mm.
and you're gonna just lean forward into the railing, sturdy railing. Don't do it on something that's gonna break. We don't want to see on America's Funniest Home Videos, but go up and back, up and back, up
Or
and
even
back.
on a table, right? The
Yeah, or
kitchen
table, the
countertop
kitchen
and
countertop.
yes. Oh,
If you
yeah.
have a couch
Oh,
that's
yeah.
kind of in the middle, that's not so much in the
Mhm.
against the wall, you
Yes.
can do the back of the couch. You can do it on by your bedside if you want.
Or even against the wall, right? You said
You
you
could do
could
it against the
kinda,
wall.
yeah,
Yes,
put your
yeah,
hands up and
exactly.
roll it on the wall.
Exactly. Although I'd feel the wrath of my mother yelling at me, "Michael, don't put your hands on those
Little
your walls."
fingerprints.
Michael Joe, that's where the MJ comes from. Michael Joseph, don't you dare put your hands on those walls. I just cleaned those. I can feel my mother saying that. And I'm sure you can too, even though you're seniors, your mother was still yelling at you. So
Just make sure it's a stable
yeah.
area. Again, to watch your balance and, make your footing good. I recommend keep your feet kinda shoulder width apart
Yes,
as
definitely.
you're leaning into this. Because if you're standing with your 2 legs close together, now you're like a top teetering.
Yes.
So
And
you got that firm base of support
right.
when you do the shoulder with the part with the legs.
If you wanna get a little more comfortable when you get after a while, if you wanna move your feet in a little bit, but you should keep them very straight.
Are they bending the knees? They could
No,
bend.
no,
Oh,
you can
want
keep them
the knees
straight. You keep them
straight?
straight.
Okay.
And, you know, it's almost as if you were to do if you remember doing your push-ups 30, 40 years
So
ago,
they're like
you
planks? Is that right?
no, planks
No?
are different.
Oh,
Planks
okay.
are different.
Okay.
Planks, you're resting on your elbow, kind of
But you're
with
kind of in that same
yes.
position, right, a little bit? That you're straight across like a board.
You're gonna be straight like
Okay.
it's almost like
Okay.
if you remember when you were doing your push-ups 30, 40 years ago, like I said, you were doing
Well,
them
the
on the floor.
women, we did them with the knees. We bent our knees. I
Right.
modified,
That's
so,
30, 40 years ago. We're talking now. We're
oh,
in the 2020s now. No, not really.
oh,
No, not really. So what you still wanna do is that do these things on the floor, and now you're just raising your body up, and
mhm.
it's to a point where it's a little bit easier for you. Plus, if you're doing that on the side of a chair or anything like that, there's no way to bend your knees to do that. So we want to keep those straight, right?
Okay.
So yes, that's one of those exercises again. That's a tip for us, for you, and we hope that that works for you. We want to see you do. You can still do 20 if you're doing it against the railing. Drop. kind of, and give me 20. That's what I want to
Eh,
say.
yeah. So, and now jumping back, so when you do your stretches again, you're doing your count, you're breathing in, you always have to kind of do them in cycles, right? Cycles of three, and then repeat, you go to the other side. Try to increase those numbers as you feel comfortable, but within your time frame. Don't feel like you're on a mission to outdo this one or that one, or no, is no time like the present time where, okay, I'm going to start this whole stretching today, and maybe a month from now, then I'll double the number or so. Take your time. This increase, the more the better, but don't feel like there's, like, oh, you're gonna get a gold star if you're gonna do
Right.
X amount, whatever. It's doing anything is doing something, and that's fabulous. That's what we encourage.
And doing anything is doing something, and we want you to keep doing anything and doing something. Huh? Okay.
Keep doing something. Yes, yes. Don't do
So
nothing.
the what I was going to make that point was that look, this is a it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Again, when you get back and you're regenerating your life again and you're trying to get movement and mobility again, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen
That's right.
in 12 hours. It's not going to happen in 24 hours. It's not going to happen in
That's right.
48.
That's right.
It takes time.
That's
This is a
right.
buildup. However, if you keep doing these exercises that we do
Yeah.
tell you, you will be able to start feeling a little bit more mobile. Now, we're not going to ask you to go out and run the
Yeah.
marathon or
Yeah.
anything like that.
No.
But maybe you can start getting back on the bike. You've been staring
That's
at
right.
that bike in your garage for the last 10, 15 years. We want you to get back on that bike.
That's right. That's
And,
right.
or you've been looking at those golf clubs, or you've been looking at that tennis racket, or
And just build
pickleball
up
paddle.
to it, right, just build up to it, that's
Yeah.
all, that's it. With me, if I'm not moving, I don't feel alive,
Mhm.
and that's what we want to use again, besides just normal functioning, everyday type activity, just get out there and do a little bit more. I know you sit, I do, and sometimes, I watch children play, and in that play is them doing their exercise, and they're enjoying it. So we want you to have this movement and make it enjoyable too. So you will continue and do more.
You know, when we talk about the grandkids, we talk about that you may have somebody that also would be very appreciative. He or she probably won't tell you, but at least will bark at you that they're happy that you're more mobile and
That's
that's your
right.
four-footed pal. And they will appreciate going for a little
Yeah.
longer
Take
walks
that
and
little
being a little bit more
fur
out in
baby
the
out.
outside.
That's
Yep.
right. That's
hmm
out. That's right.
So, and as I always say, I live by the mantra, dogs rule. So,
Okay.
so, so,
All
uh,
right.
I think that's it for
That
today.
sounds good. Sounds like enough. We
Uh,
don't want your cup to run it over too much. We
right,
want you to come back for more.
right. And again, find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And the other general disclaimer is if we want to hear suggestions from you, email us at goldpowercouple.com. We'll be or goldpowercouple at gmail.com and email us there. We always show the banner at the end, so you'll be able to see the logo
And listen
with
to
the
the music and get
yeah,
moving.
yep. And so we are happy to be a part of you, and hopefully you'll be joining us again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Be
As
well,
always,
everybody.
peace, love, blessings. Until next time. Bye bye.